The second part of this video is also about the NFL playoffs. They are set, and we have more than enough time to talk about the NFL playoffs. The 2024-2025 NFL playoffs are officially set. I put it on my story. I said, ready, set, play, because we are here. The Lions beat the Vikings yesterday to secure the top spot in the NFC and secure that bye. Playoffs, we have the Chargers facing the Texans, the Steelers facing the Ravens, the old-time rivalry, the Broncos facing the Bills on the AFC side, with the Kansas City Chiefs having that bye week. And then on the NFC side, we have the Lions who secured that bye week, like I previously said, with the Vikings going up against the Rams, the Commanders going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Packers going against the Philadelphia Eagles. All these are great matchups in and of their own self. They each have their own storylines. Young quarterback versus young quarterback. Which team will come out on top? Whose offense will outscore and outduo whose defense? We can go on for days talking about this. But if I had to predict right now a matchup in the Super Bowl that I know is probably a consistent one, but it's not the one that the fans want to hear, give me the Bills and give me the Lions. And the reason why I said the Bills and the Lions is because Josh Allen has been playing out of his mind this season. Yes, Lamar Jackson obviously is probably going to win the MVP, right? Patrick Mahomes has struggled. Joe Shiesty, even though they didn't make the playoffs, he played good to end the season, right? Josh Allen right now, in terms of NFL quarterbacks, I would put him at number one in the higher echelon right now. This season, best quarterback in the NFL. For sure, no doubt about it, hands down. The things that he has done for this Buffalo town, city, the franchise are things that we haven't seen since Jim Kelly. Just going to keep it honest with you. Ryan Fitzmagic, maybe in terms of like his younger years, but Josh Allen has propelled this Buffalo franchise into national stardom. To see how he came into Buffalo, nothing the same. And the turn around with Sean McDermott is crazy. They've been on a roll. I feel like they can beat Kansas City in the divisional, and not even in the divisional. I feel like they can beat Kansas City in the AFC Championship game, if they see them there again. That's if they see them there again. Because I think the Chargers could get there. I think the Chargers could get to the AFC Championship game this year. But I think the Bills are just too good for them not to go to the Super Bowl this year. And looking at my predictions right here on my screen next to me, I have the Bills on here strictly just because of their offense. Amari Cooper is one of those guys, one of one. And he reminded us of that when he got traded out of that tragedy that is Cleveland, and now to a more cleaner, better, refreshing estate. Get it, estate of in Buffalo, right? And to see how he has rejuvenated his career in just a few games with Josh Allen, nothing the same. Like I said, they are on a roll right now. They're gonna beat the Broncos, right, in the wild card. Go on to the divisional. They'll probably face the Ravens or the Steelers. Beat one of them. Go on to the AFC title game. They either face the Chargers, Texans, right, or it could vary. It could vary, right? I don't know who they're going to face, but I definitely think it's going to be Chargers, Bills. I think the Chargers have what it takes to knock off the Chiefs in the divisional if they get there. I think that Texas have the chance to do it again like they did last year, go all the way to the divisional and knock off the Chiefs, right? The Lions side, this is the NFC side now. The Detroit Lions, you have to give them so much credit to see where they've come from, to see exactly how this team propelled itself from national detrimation and detrimental things that has happened to this franchise, the curse that was put on this franchise by Bobby Lane almost 60 years ago, 67 years ago, right? To say you will never, ever win another championship again and you will never, ever go to the playoffs again. If you're a real football fan, then you know the Bobby Lane curse was real. I believe that it started to come back a little bit when you heard about that David Montgomery injury. I was like, oh, here we go. So this is exactly what I expected, um, for them to be first again. I think this is their year also to go to the Super Bowl. Bills and Lions, right? I think this is their year. I think this is their year. But I don't know who I have winning it yet. But all of these teams in in the playoffs, the Chargers have a good case. Jim Harbaugh's there. Obviously, I mean, he's turned the program around. Enough said. Justin Herbert, MVP candidate. He's back to MVP form. Enough said, right? The Texans, they struggle, but they're here. CJ Stroud, he's back. The Steelers, Patrick Queen in that defense, and Mika Fitzpatrick, can they come up big against Lamar Jackson and that powerhouse offense with him and Derrick Henry and Rashad Bateman and all of those other guys? Zay Flowers, of course, they had that knee injury. Can we get him back ready for that game? The Broncos with Bo Nix, that doggone Bo Nix. Y'all know I like him. Y'all know I love Bo Nix. That doggone Bo Nix and Sean Payton. Will they be able to slay the dragon and take down a top team in the NFL and the Bills and Josh Allen and make a surprise run, a Cinderella story of sorts to the AFC title game en route to a possible Super Bowl run? You never know. And Kansas City, can they be the ones to three-peat? I don't think so. But I think the Bills are going to be the ones to win. The Bills, it's their year. It's your year. It's your year, Bills. You have to take advantage of this. From the NFC side, the Vikings, will this be the year that you finally break the curse of Frank Tarkenton, who tried to go to the Super Bowl and win it? Will the Rams make a Cinderella run and say, hold on, y'all must have forgot about 2021. We had Aaron Donald. We don't have him now, but we still have a golden Matthew Stafford. Or will the rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels, Cherry McLaurin, Frankie Louvu, Benjamin St. Juste, Marshawn Lattimore, and the Commanders, not to mention Bobby Wagner, can they go all the way to the Super Bowl? And can they knock off the Lions? Can they knock off a big team and en route to an NFC title game or a Super Bowl? Can the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who you know I don't like, go Falcons, by the way, we should have made the playoffs, can they be the ones to knock off the rookie of the year, stop his hot streak, go up against the Packers or the Eagles and beat them, en route to the NFC title game and beat whoever that will be, and then go to the Super Bowl and possibly win one for the city without saying that they cheated or having Tom Brady? Storylines, right? How about the Green Bay Packers, who I think are the favorites to go to the Super Bowl? I just think the Lions have it. But if I had to pick a Super Bowl right now, you give me the Bills, you give me the Packers. Yes, I did say the Bills and Lions, but the Packers just have too much momentum. You give me the Bills, you give me the Packers. That's my Super Bowl prediction right now. You can go lock it in, signed, sealed, delivered. Jordan Love is this. He's 1-on-1. He is him. He is the guy, right? Yes, they fell to 7 seed. Yes, they were a top 3 seed earlier in the year. Ha ha ha. Don't worry about it. Jordan Love is going to absolutely dominate this playoffs. He's going to be ultimately your better guy. You have a matchup, a favorable matchup. Christian Watson on the edge, right? You have Romeo Dobbs in the slot, or if you want to put him in deep ball. You have Jaden Reed, one of the best contested. I mean, what else can you say? One of the best highly contested receivers in the NFL. He can catch the ball like a Darnell Mooney in traffic, right? Boom. Think about that. Think about that. And then the Philadelphia Eagles. Is Jalen Hurts coming back? We need him. We need to know that. Is Devontae Smith going to step up to the occasion? Is A.J. Brown going to stop whining about not getting the ball and play team ball so they can go back to the Super Bowl? It's things like this where you have to think about why and where and how is this playoff picture about to play out. I don't know who's going to win, but I told you my prediction, so let's stick to that.